They believe his quickest path to victory is through Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. For more, let's welcome in Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. Congressman, great to have you on this morning. We expect this race to be close based on the recent polls in Georgia. What are you seeing on the ground? How are Georgians feeling this morning?
Well, they're excited. Let's face it. Donald Trump needs Georgia, but more importantly, Georgia needs Donald Trump. I mean, people are suffering. Their prices are too high. Gas, grocery, you name it. You know, I talked to a young person the other day, and they were so excited about having the opportunity to vote for Donald Trump because he understands. He understands what the American dream is about and how they can achieve the American dream. He understands that we need to bring down inflation. He understands that we need to secure that southern border, that we need to be respected on the world stage, that crime in our cities is too high. Donald Trump gets it, and that's why we're going to get him, and we're going to make sure. Early voting has broken records here in the state of Georgia, so we're very, very excited.
Yeah, you mentioned that early voting record breaking. Over 4 million early votes were cast in your state of Georgia. You know, to put it in perspective, that's about 80% of the total votes cast in 2020. You know, there were major concerns for Georgians to be able to get out and vote after the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene. How significant is this turnout, you know, all things considered?
Well, all things considered, come hurricane or high water, we're going to vote. We're determined, and I can assure you that's why you've seen such a turnout in the early voting, because people know, and we've learned our lessons over the years. Republicans typically like to vote on election day, but you may have inclement weather. There may be something personal come up. So we've been encouraging everyone, get out and vote now, and they have done it. And yeah, we've had quite a bit of devastation. Been a tough year in Georgia. There's no question about that, particularly down here in South Georgia. But we're excited because we know that Georgia needs Donald Trump, and Donald Trump needs Georgia, and we're going to be there for him.
And we know immigration and border security has been a top-of-mind issue for many people in Georgia, especially after the murder of Laken Riley at the hands of an illegal migrant. And that was one of the reasons that Megyn Kelly came out and endorsed Donald Trump yesterday, and she talked about Laken Riley. Take a listen.
I do want to tell you the main reasons I am voting for Donald Trump. Number one, immigration. He mentioned it. And people like Laken Riley. I'll be thinking about her tomorrow all day. 22 years old, killed in Georgia, a young nursing student by an illegal. I'll be thinking about Jocelyn Nungare, 12 years old, in Texas, murdered by 2 Venezuelan illegals. President Trump closed the border. Kamala Harris opened it by choice. It wasn't accidental. She said it would be humane. That's what she and her boss believed. Tell it to Laken Riley's family.
Yeah, she makes an amazing point right there. I mean, Georgia was never even thought to be a border state, and now every state under this administration is a border state. Do you think people will think about Laken Riley in Georgia when they go vote today?
We're not going to forget about Laken Riley. Let me assure you, immigration is top of mind here. In order, economy, then immigration. I mean, people do remember Laken Riley, someone who was training to help people. She was going to be a nurse. She was going to be a great part of our community, of our society, and help people. And yet she was killed by an illegal alien that crossed that border while Kamala Harris was the border czar. While she was the border czar, it was her responsibility. And yet we have a beautiful young student who is no longer with us. We're not going to forget that anytime soon.
Yeah, very tragic, very tragic. Sir, just final thoughts, message to voters who are watching today.
Ask yourself, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? I mean, that's the simple question. You know, you can't buy into someone who's going around the country saying that I'm going to fix what I've spent the last 4 years breaking. No. We had low inflation with Donald Trump. We were respected on the world stage. Our border was secure. Crime in our cities was down. That's what people in Georgia want, and that's what people in Georgia are going to vote for today.
All right, Congressman, thank you so much for waking up early with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.